friends, we're back again. I'm Miss Mandy. I'm the children's librarian at the Braddock Carnegie Library, and this is my little dog Meatball, and she's really enjoying being a movie star and coming to visit you too at home. So we're going to start with our hello song, and I'm going to give you a clue about what today's story time is about. So instead of using regular body parts, we're going to use different ones. Okay, let's do my horns say hello. My horns say hello. When I see all my friends, my horns say hello. Okay, what else do we have? We have our fangs. Ooh, my fangs say hello. My fangs say hello. When I see all my friends, my fangs say hello. What else? Ooh, our claws. My claws say hello. My claws say hello. When I see all my friends, my claws say hello. What about our tail? What about our tail? My tail says hello. My tail says hello. When I see all my friends, my tail says hello. What else do we have? Let's do our nose. Boop, boop. My nose says hello. My nose says hello. When I see all my friends, my nose says hello. And let's do our whole bodies. My whole body says hello. My whole body says hello. When I see all my friends, my whole body says hello. Thank you, Meatball. Thank you for helping. Okay, so what has, horns, and maybe spiky hair, and maybe a tail, and maybe some spots. What else could it have? Ooh, it could maybe have one eye, or maybe 3 eyes, or 50 eyes. It could be a monster. Oh my gosh. Monsters, though, they're not all mean. Some of them are actually a whole lot of fun. So, my first story today is Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. And this is a story. It's super fun. Ooh. I wonder where they're going. It looks like a wild place, very colorful. This is Where the Wild Things Are. And look at these. Oh my gosh, lots of teeth. He has lots of claws. I don't see it. Oh, there's a tail. Yeah, they look pretty wild, huh? And then there's our friend here. He looks pretty wild too, but he looks like a kid. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, what did he do? Oh my gosh. He pounded a nail into the wall. Looks like he made a tent. Actually looks pretty cool, but we're not supposed to pound nails into things. And another. Oh, he chased the dog with a fork. Oh boy. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, I'll eat you up! And so he was sent to bed without eating anything. Wow, Mom was mad. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. Wow. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Wow. His room looks totally different now. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. Hey, that boat is just for him. See, it says Max, M-A-X, right there. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year, that's a long time, to where the wild things are. Oh my gosh, do you see all these wild things? Oh my goodness, this one has a long neck and spiky hair and horns and teeth and claws. Wow. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Oh boy. Till Max said, "Be still!" and tamed them with the magic trick. Magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened, and they called him the most wild thing of all. So wild. And made him king of all the wild things. Wow, now he's the king. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Do you know what a rumpus is? A rumpus is just a real wild and just very energetic time. Everyone's jumping around. Everybody's dancing. Woohoo! They're having fun. They're jumping up and down, making lots of noise, howling at the moon. Wow! Now they're swinging from trees. That looks like fun. You know what? These monsters, these wild things don't even look that scary to me. I mean, a little bit, but they look friendly. I mean, they're having a really good time. And Max is their king. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then, all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. So he's hungry. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. And Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. Bye. And sailed back over a year, in and out of weeks, and through a day. There he is, sailing his ship. He must be really hungry by the time he gets home. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. The end. There's the wild things. So that's where the wild things are. And those monsters were pretty wild. Well, today you got to see Meatball. And I wanted to show you Gray Boy because Gray Boy actually has a three-eyed horned monster costume. And one time I put it on him and he didn't like it very much. So I think he hid it because I cannot find it. I have no idea where that is. I looked and looked and looked. But when I show you our activity later on and your people go and find your activity that you're going to do, there will be a picture of Gray Boy, the big gray cat, wearing his goofy monster suit. And it's pretty funny. So we have another fun monster book. This one is Go Away, Big Green Monster. Sometimes things are scary, and there's different ways to it's okay to feel scared about things. That's okay. And we just have to know good ways to kind of not be so scared anymore, or see something and try to be a better helper. So one of the ways that we can help is by trying to be more brave. So this is Go Away, Big Green Monster by Ed Emberley. Big green monster has 2 big yellow eyes. A long bluish greenish nose. A big red mouth with sharp white teeth. Ooh, those look very sharp. 2 squiggly little ears. Scraggly purple hair. Very scraggly. And a big, scary green face. Ooh, he's kind of scary. But let's be brave. You don't scare me, so go away, scraggly purple hair. Oh, he's bald. Go away, 2 little squiggly ears. Go away, long bluish greenish nose. Oh, he does not have a nose. Go away, big green face. Go away, big red mouth. Go away, sharp white teeth. Oh, no mouth, no teeth. It's just eyes. I see you. Go away, 2 big yellow eyes. Go away, big green monster. And don't come back until I say so. The end. So that was really cool how you guys were brave. So, I have a fun song. I want everybody to stand up, 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 up. Let's do a little stretch. Oh, and another little stretch. Awesome. Okay, we are going to sing a song called If You're a Monster and You Know It. All right. If you're a monster and you know it, show your teeth. If you're a monster and you know it, show your teeth. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, show your teeth. How about, if you're a monster and you know it, smack your claws. If you're a monster and you know it, smack your claws. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, smack your claws. Ooh, what else does a monster have? A tail. If you're a monster and you know it, swish your tail. Swish, swish. If you're a monster and you know it, swish your tail. Swish, swish. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, swish your tail. Swish, swish. What else? Ooh, if you're a monster and you know it, wiggle your warts. If you're a monster and you know it, wiggle your warts. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, wiggle your warts. Good job. Ooh, let's do our horns. If you're a monster and you know it, point your horns. If you're a monster and you know it, point your horns. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, point your horns. All right, if you're a monster and you know it, give a roar. Roar! If you're a monster and you know it, give a roar. Roar! If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, give a roar. Roar! All right, let's do all of the things. Remember, what do? We pointed our horns, we showed our teeth, we swished our tail, we wiggled our warts, we gave a roar, we smacked our claws. So can we remember and try to do all those things at the same time? All right, if you're a monster and you know it, roar! If you're a monster and you know it, roar! If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, roar! Roar! Good job. All right. Everybody back down. Crisscross applesauce. I have one more monster book. So our first monster, they were just really wild. They were wild and they ran around and they liked to have a good time. They looked a little bit scary, but actually they kind of friendly to me. And then our second monster, he looked really scary. But this is a monster named Larry. And Larry is going to read us his book called Don't Touch This Book. And it's written and illustrated by Bill Cotter. And Larry is a pretty friendly monster. He's pretty nice. Ooh, lots of colors. So, don't touch this book. And at home, you are not going to touch your screen, okay? I know it might be hard not to touch your screen, but you can get close to it, but don't actually touch it, okay? Cool? All right. Don't Touch This Book by Bill Cotter. This is for Claire, somebody very special to Bill Cotter. His name is Claire. Oh, hey! How's it going? Oh, he's a friendly monster. Now, I know you're probably looking at my cool new book. Hey, look at this. It's the same book. But don't touch this book! Don't even try it, bub. See my picture on the front? That means Larry, this is Larry, decides who gets to play. Tell you what, you can play, but you can only use one finger. Drag it like this, but you're just going to do it in the air. Wow! You made blue! Okay, try using all your fingers, but you guys are just going to do it in the air. Cool! You made a rainbow! Now try wiggling. Can you guys wiggle, 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 wiggle? Yowza! Oh, it's swirly. Now spin! Spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around. Whoa! Now, walk and talk like a robot. Can you guys walk and talk like a robot? You are the best robot I've ever seen. This is getting fun. Now give me your best monster roar. Roar! I know you guys can roar. Whoa, it's a T-Rex. Not fun. Flap your arms. Flap, 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 flap. Flap, flap, flap. Roar! Swoosh! Wow, Larry can fly. You saved me back there. That was way too close. We should stop. Seriously. Really. Really. Should we stop? I don't know, maybe we should. That was kind of close. Now let's keep going. Adventures are fun. We could try one last thing. Let's wiggle, spin, talk like a robot, roar, and flap our arms all together. Roar! Spin around. Robot, do, 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 do. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Wiggle, spin. Awesome. Are we ready? Ooh. That looks like fun. Sweet. You can play anytime. Hey, that's a cool book. There's a robot. They're just chilling in the lake. The dinosaurs are going swimming. Oh my gosh, the T-Rex has floaties on. There's a rainbow and a really cool roller coaster. A rainbow slide. Wow, this looks like so much fun. The end. So that was fun. So we got to hear about some different feelings today. So Larry was pretty happy and he was friendly. Big Green Monster was kind of angry, scary, and maybe we were a little bit scared too, but then we were brave. Meatball's back. Meatball was feeling very annoyed at the beginning when I was making her do the hello song. So lots of times we have feelings, and feelings are a good thing to have. And I think right now a whole lot of us are having a whole bunch of different feelings. So what we can do, there's a whole bunch of fun activities that we can do with this today. These are the color monster feels. And you can play a really cool game, Simon Says, with the color monster. So if Simon says happy, you need to jump and clap your hands. And if Simon says sad, you need to feel sad. Ooh, cry all the tears. And if Simon says angry, you gotta growl and stomp. If Simon says afraid, put your hands behind your back. Or hide behind your hands. You could do that too. If Simon says calm, close your eyes and breathe deep. I feel calm. You want to do it with me? In, out. So breathe in, 1, 2, 3. And out. Good job. Do you feel calm now? Because I do. And if you feel in love, you can give yourself a big hug. Give yourself a big hug. That's so important, to give yourself a big hug. And then you can also color this monster, and you can color this monster, and you can color how you feel. So that's a fun thing that you can do. Another thing that you can do with your feelings, you can make yourself some monster faces. So you can find a stick. Any kind of stick will work. Any kind of stick. And you can make a really cool monster face with whatever feeling you want. So this monster is sad. But then this monster feels silly. This one feels super silly. You can make another one. Oh, this monster is happy. Yay, yay. And this monster is angry or grouchy or grumpy. I don't know. He doesn't look very happy. But you can make all kinds of feelings. You can make happy, sad, silly, maybe confused or hungry or sleepy or, I don't know. What feelings are you feeling right now? So that would be a really good way for you to show people how you're feeling with the monster. But you can use whatever feelings you're feeling in your heart right now. Another fun thing you can do today, for my friends who are in pre-K and who are going into kindergarten in the fall, this is a really important activity that you can practice that you really should be able to do before you go to kindergarten. So mom, dad, caregivers, people, grown-ups, with kid scissors, you can supervise this. And we're going to do a monster chomp. We're going to pretend that these scissors are a monster. And we're going to go chomp, 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 chomp up the dotted line. But then the next one is really hard. This line is like wavy. So you have to cut along the dotted line. And sometimes it's really hard when you first start. But you have to keep practicing, because that's how you get good at things. And we learn whenever we mess up and make a mistake. And that's actually how we learn the most things, is when we make a mistake, because you learn something because you didn't know it before, right? So that's what you can practice, and it will help you a lot in September, August, when you go to kindergarten. So that is our story time for today. Those are our activities. They should be attached to this post. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Now we're going to do our goodbye song. All right. Well, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. All my friends. Well, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. All my friends. Well, it's time to say goodbye. Wipe that teardrop from your eye. Well, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Bye, friends. We'll see you next time. Bye.